Hi, it's me. I have holes in my jeans because kids say that that's hip. As you can tell by the title of the video, this is the Disney College Program tag. If you don't know, I was in the Disney College Program last year. My friend Kelly actually requested me to do this video. She made one on her channel. I'll link it below. And it's basically all about my program, what I did, where I worked, what I liked, my memories. So if that's something you're into, then just stick around, I guess. So I have the questions on my phone because I would never be able to remember them otherwise. Question number 1 is, how did you hear about the college program? So I heard about the program my freshman year of college. My boyfriend at the time was in a fraternity and one of his brothers had done the program and had mentioned it to me. I had actually applied to join when I was a freshman, but I wasn't accepted, mostly because I didn't really have a lot of extracurriculars under my belt. I didn't have a lot of leadership roles, but I kept it in mind when I was going through school, and I decided that I wanted to reapply when I was a senior. That way when I graduated, I would have a job coming out of college. Question number 2 was, what was your role or location? And I had 2 roles. So I had applied to the fall of 2015 program. So that means that I got there at the end of August and I was supposed to stay until January. In that time, I was in what they call quick food service and beverage in Magic Kingdom. My location was Stands West, so it was all of the food stands on the west side of the park. So Adventureland, Frontierland, and Liberty Square. I was specifically trained in Adventureland, which was Aloha Isle, where they sell the Dole Whip, Sunshine Tree Terrace, which is where they have the Orange Bird and they sell the Citrus Swirl, and the Egg Roll Cart, which is right outside of Jungle Cruise. I could have been cross-trained in Frontierland and Liberty Square. I wasn't, just because I wasn't there very long, but I did manage to work a couple of shifts at both of those locations. So in January, I actually extended my program, which means that I technically did 2 programs. I did fall of 2015 and then spring of 2016. So from January to May, I was in Tomorrowland Attractions as an attractions hostess at the Stitch Complex, which consisted of Stitch's Great Escape, which is the special effects show, the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover, which are the trains that go all the way around Tomorrowland, and Astro Orbiter, which are the rockets on top of the People Mover. Yep, so those were both my roles. Question number 3 is, who is your favorite character to meet in the parks? And my favorite character to meet is Gaston. I think that he's hilarious. I think that he's really pompous and egotistical, and that makes it really fun. As a person, Gaston is not a very nice person, but to meet as like the character, yeah, it's just a really fun time. And if you don't know, he meets outside of Gaston's Tavern, so he's really easy to spot, but he only meets during the day at Magic Kingdom. So question number 4 is, how many times did you visit the park? I have no idea. I mean, hundreds of times? I was there for 9 months, so if I didn't use the time and the perks of going into the parks, then what am I doing in the college program? I know for a fact that I visited Magic Kingdom more than anything else because a lot of times I would work during the morning and then would go in the afternoon once people got off work, or I would go in before work and then just go change into my costume and then go into work. And I would go by myself all the time. And if you are not comfortable doing that, I strongly encourage you to branch out and just go into the park and find some really easy rides to go on, or go see some of the shows and the parades and the fireworks, because there is nothing better than being able to use the time that you spend in the parks doing what you want to do and not trying to plan it around what everybody else wants to, you know? Just a little tip, a little word to the wise. So question number 5 is, what do you miss about your college program? This for me is weird because I still work for the company and I still work in the same park that I was working at during my program. I just think that the atmosphere is what I miss, because I was able to live in the housing in the apartment complexes with every other person that is in the college program. And so it was just easy to go next door and meet somebody who has the same experiences as you within the program, but you also got to learn about other cultures and other people's life experiences, because they're not from the same state that you're from. They're not from the same financial background that you're from. They're from all over the world. And that, I think, is one of the things that I miss most. I also really miss the friends that I met there, because when I was transferring to attractions in January, every single one of my friends that was in the college program in the fall, they all left. So I really had to start over, and then when I left in the spring and then came back, all the people that I met during the spring, they were all gone too. So I don't have that same network of people that I had during my program. And that's okay, but it doesn't mean that I don't miss it from time to time. Ugh. Charlotte's getting cheesy. Ugh. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so question number 6 is, what is your favorite ride? My favorite ride is hands down It's a Small World, which I'm sure other people are like shuddering. There is this level of nostalgia with It's a Small World that I don't get with the other attractions. So the first time I went to Disney, I was 4 years old. And I went with my family, my grandparents, and my cousin and her parents. And I don't remember a lot about it, but one of the things that I remember so vividly is going on It's a Small World and sitting next to my grandma. I'm getting choked up. This is stupid. But there was something about that ride that just made me happy. I went on it so many times, and it got to the point where like my mom was like, we can't do it again. We can't go on this ride. We need to move on. It made me feel so warm and full. And so when I think about it, I think about the time that I got to spend with my grandma, and there's actually a picture of me with my grandma, and my mouth is just like completely like agape. Like I literally was like, I'll put it in somewhere now, I guess. There's not many places that make me feel the way that It's a Small World makes me feel. It makes me feel like a kid. It makes me regain the sense of awe and wonder that I don't have with all the other attractions. Okay, moving on. Things are getting too deep. I hate it. In conjunction with that, question number 7 is, what is your favorite place to eat? Mine is Pinocchio's Village House, which is in Fantasyland. And A, their chicken parm sandwich is bomb. B, they have this window. There's this one wall that is just a big old window, and looking out is the entrance for It's a Small World. So you can see all of the boats right before they get into the ride, and you can like wave at people. And the funniest thing is that the only people that will ever wave back are like grandmothers, children, like little kids, or like the middle-aged men that just look up and they're so confused and they're like, and it's so funny. It's so funny. You should try it. No, you're home. Hi.
Hi.
I'm filming a video. My camera died.
Are you done?
No, I had to restart it. Question number 8 is, what is your best memory? And I don't really have one specifically. I was there for a long time. I met a lot of people, so there's not one that just sticks out in my mind. So I'll mention a couple. One was in the fall, a group of us from Stan's West went to Siesta Key. It was really cold, and Siesta Key is like 2 hours away. So we woke up really early. We drove the like 2 hours, and we got there and we were like, we're gonna go swimming, it's gonna be great. So we like dipped in the water, then we took a bunch of boomerangs and we kind of explored the town. And the whole way back, I just like was shivering because I had gone swimming in my shorts and I didn't have a change. But that was a really fun way to get out of Orlando with people that I loved. So that was good. For Easter, there was 4 roommates living in our apartment. One of them was Amelia, and we decided to have a feaster. So it was like a fake Easter, but it was also a feast. So we just made a bunch of food, hung out and had some drinks, and took like cheesy roommate pictures and got all dolled up in like our Sunday best. That was like the big moment that we as roommates really hung out together, so that was really cool. I did 4 parks one day in, I want to say April, where we started out in Animal Kingdom and we did like 2 rides and a photo pass picture for every park. So we went to Animal Kingdom, and then we took the bus over to Hollywood Studios, and then we took the boat to Epcot, and then we took the monorail to Magic Kingdom and ended our night with Wishes. And that was exhausting, but it was like a crazy good time, and that's like a good thing to kind of check off your bucket list if you're in the college program. Yeah, so I don't know, it's just, there were so many good parts to it. There were not so good parts, but like it's hard to kind of pick just one. Question number 9 is, would you work for Disney again? Yes, I do. I will tell you that Disney is not for everybody, but for the people that would work well and do work well at Disney, it is a really wonderful experience. I guess, I don't know how to end this video. That's bad. So that's the end of the tag. I encourage anybody that has done the college program that wants to make a YouTube video, they are welcome to do the tag as well. I don't really have any specific person to tag. Yeah, if you want, I can talk more about working for Disney and the college program and like the application process, or living in the dorms, or living, not dorms, the apartments. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. I can do that. Otherwise, I will see you when I see you. Bye. Okay, I'm done. You can cook food now.